Hold on now. Before you hit purchase on the PlayStation Portal, if you're thinking this is Sony's answer to the Steam Deck or Switch, I'm here to reset your expectations. As someone who's had this device in hand for over a year now, this video is your final checkpoint before dropping $200 on something that might only serve you in one or two very specific situations. Stick around. I'm going to walk you through every major limitation, the hidden issues Sony doesn't advertise, and how does it stack up to the alternatives. The marketing makes it feel like a next-gen handheld, but it's not. This is not a standalone device that playing games off its own internal storage. It's a PS5 screen. That's all. You need your PS5 on, connected to the internet, and running remote play for the portal to even function. No PS5? Well then the portal is literally a $200 plastic slab. And even if you do have a PS5, don't expect to take this thing to the park or on a road trip. It needs constant Wi-Fi. And we're not talking public coffee shop Wi-Fi either. You need fast, stable, 5 gigahertz connection on both ends to get the best experience from your PS5 and the portal. Otherwise, input lag, drop frames, compression artifacts, it's a mess. Let's kill the idea that the portal is portable. The only place it works reliably is in your own house, or maybe a friend's house, if you're lucky. No 5G, no cellular fallback, no offline mode. You can't download games into it. You can't cache anything. You're entirely dependent on two things: your home internet and your PS5 being on and not in rest mode. That's not real mobility. That's range-limited remote play with a nice screen. Compare that to the Steam Deck, which lets you download and play games on the go, or even the Switch, which is fully standalone. The Portal is like a really expensive extension cord. That is, until cloud gaming came to the PlayStation Portal, which is taking the PS5 out of the equation. So yes, you can play a little bit more mobile now. You don't need a PS5 technically to play the PlayStation Portal, but you do need to invest into the PlayStation Premium subscription service. Also, the Portal doesn't have a browser. No Netflix, no YouTube, no Spotify, no media player at all. It's not like a tablet. It's literally a remote play screen locked into one function. And in 2025, where even budget devices have media flexibility, this thing is stuck in a walled garden with no doors. Now this is where it gets annoying. No Bluetooth at all. You can't use your AirPods, your Galaxy Buds, your $300 wireless headphones. Sony wants you to use their proprietary PlayStation Link audio, which only works with specific accessories like the Pulse Elite headset or Pulse Explorer Buds, which, by the way, cost around $150. Or you can use wired headphones, if you even still own any. That's the big accessibility fail. Even basic Apple devices let you connect to anything over Bluetooth. So for a device aimed at convenience, this design choice is surprisingly bad. Technically, the screen is beautiful. 1080p LCD at 60 Hz on an 8-inch display. But that's theoretical, because all your gameplay is compressed video. You're not seeing the native PS5 graphics. You're seeing what your network can handle. So if your upload speed at home is unstable, or your portal is in a room too far from your router, you get latency, reduced resolution, and blurry frames. The frame rate might dip, HDR doesn't come through, even on a great connection, it sometimes just doesn't feel responsive, especially in fast-paced games like shooters or fighters. The DualSense haptics are there, but they don't make up for any of the lag in connection. Here's what you won't read on the box: battery life. It says 6 to 7 hours, but under real-world use with brightness up and active remote play, I got closer to 4. Sometimes even less. There's no power saving performance mode either. It also charges slower than expected. USB-C, yes, but no fast charging. Just average speeds. And the ergonomics? It's okay. It's a little awkward for long sessions. It's not as comfortable as a full controller, and not as pocketable as a phone. Okay, so let's give it some credit. If you have a gigabyte connection, your PlayStation 5 is in your room, and you just want to play from the couch or bed without using your TV, the Portal delivers that. It's plug and play, no pairing needed, and the DualSense tech is fully integrated. If you're the kind of user who plays a lot of turn-based or narrative games, or wants to game quietly while someone else watches TV, the Portal has a place. It's not junk, it's just super specific in its usefulness. For $200, you've got choices. If you want raw power, consider a Steam Deck. It blows the Portal away. Full library, offline support, emulation, modding. Want convenience? Backbone, with an iPhone or Android, gives you PS Remote Play and access to Xbox Cloud, GeForce Now, mobile games, and media apps. And it fits in your pocket. Even the Logitech G Cloud has more flexibility. The Portal isn't competing with these. It's narrowly focused. But for the average gamer, narrow focus equates to limited value. So, should you buy the PlayStation Portal? If you already own a PS5, live in a house with great Wi-Fi, don't care about media apps, and want quiet, second screen gaming experience at home, sure. It's a niche device for a niche use case. But for most people, it's overpriced, underfeatured, and way too restricted in 2025. You've got better options. Don't buy the PlayStation Portal until you know exactly what you're giving up. And after this video, now you do. And those are just a few things that I think you should know before investing $200 into a PlayStation Portal device, because I'd hate for you to regret your purchase. And while we're on the topic of gaming, I stream gameplay over on Twitch and Kick, so make sure to drop me a follow and come by, hang out, chill, or just even to say hello. Now I want to hear from you. Do you own a PlayStation Portal? Or are you in the market of getting one? If you do own one, let me know your experience down in the comments. Are you having the same issues that I've had? And has cloud gaming changed your mind? And if you're in the market for a PlayStation Portal, what do you now think about the things that are brought up? Does this convince you not to get one? Or are you more open to it now that cloud streaming has been enabled on the PlayStation Portal? Let me know down in the comments, because I reply to everything. If you enjoyed today's video, or found it helpful at all, please leave a like, comment, share with a friend. And if you really enjoy the content, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.